Hello and welcome back to The Witcher Blind. I am CirclMastr.
Yeah?
Can you make a potion to cure lycanthropy?
Never tried.
The potion's for a werewolf, the beloved of a young woman.
Usually I'd refuse, but I owe you. Let's see. Ingredients, check. Equipment, check. Come back later, okay?
Well, that certainly sounds easier than hanging around the swamp for alchemy ingredients. I can't talk, sorry. But as I was wandering around, I found some nice monsters to fight, including one that I hadn't seen before. It's in the back there, it's like Scimitar, something like that. I also have no idea what's going on back there. There's two things like headbanging or something. There it is. Yeah, so it just looks like a bigger Graveer. Or however that other creature is supposed to be pronounced. But, I do end up looting some stuff off of these guys. I don't think I show it all, but it's enough to satisfy the Algul marrow contract, I think. Whatever the Algul part is. As well as getting a, what looks like a jawbone. There it is. Which I'm assuming I can take to the dentist, since it's a thing that resembles teeth. But, let's see what Kalkstein has.
Yes?
Did you finish the lycanthropy potion?
Yes, but she will administer it at her own risk once she drops in one of her tears. The potion needs a virgin's tear to work.
Wait, you said nothing about a virgin.
You said a young maiden. I assumed she wasn't yet married.
Kalkstein. You need to get out more. Where will I find a virgin?
A virgin's tear is vital. It can't be difficult to find one.
Well, I'm sure that nobody will mind if I just go up to random townspeople and ask them for their tears, right? In any case, I'm done with the swamp, and I really don't want to have to come back here. I'm also worried that talking to Triss will trigger more main quest stuff, so I'm trying to avoid that for a while.
Triss has made me look at stupid pictures.
She must have her reasons.
Pictures are stupid!
What is wrong? Why is it that this kid is such a little brat now, but when the preacher in chapter 1 kidnapped him, he was soaking it up like a sponge?
Why do you gaze at me?
Sorry to be blunt, but are you a virgin?
Are you a cultist or a pig?
That's rude. I could easily be both.
The neighborhood has lost charm since
So now I just have to look for people named townswoman instead of noblewoman.
The prey uncleaner than non-human plague of all the same. I need a rest. You're not from these parts?
That's right.
You must think you can sweep any lady off her feet.
Well,
You think I'd go to bed with you?
it crossed my mind.
You think I'd be consumed by love?
That's possible.
You're wrong.
That was completely pointless. But let's turn into contracts.
Lately, the Order of the Flaming Rose has become Vizima's chief center of power.
I'm here about the notice.
Which one?
The Graveer bones.
I'll pay if you have 5.
Here they are.
your gold.
Okay, apparently it was for the Gravere parts, not the Algol parts, but whatever. I did it. And then I got back here and I realized I know somebody who's taken a vow of celibacy.
Geralt?
How's your leg?
Fine. A mere scratch.
Everything all right?
I'm to receive a medal for saving the property of some townspeople.
I see.
You'd be eligible, but medals are only awarded to knights. Unless...
No, I won't join with that vow of celibacy.
I understand. Hey, the Grand Master himself is going to present the medal to me. Yes?
Have you taken the vow of celibacy?
Yes? Why do you ask?
I need a virgin's tear to cure someone of lycanthropy.
A noble cause. I'll consider your request.
Thanks.
Eternal fire protect us.
Apparently considering it was actually doing it because the quest just says to give it to Carmen now. So whatever. That Siegfried constantly reminds me of Niles Crane for whatever reason from Frasier. But let's get on with this.
Yes?
Here's a magic potion against lycanthropy. It should help.
How will I repay you?
Don't tell anyone I did this for free. I have my reputation.
I'll give this potion to Vincent.
Well, now all I have to do is come back later. Whatever later entails. But in the meantime, teeth.
How can I help you?
Here's a scimitar jaw.
Powerful teeth for crushing bones and getting at the marrow. The delicacy for corpse eaters. 150 orens.
So I think based on the list that somebody posted, there's only like 2 teeth left. So I'm actually doing pretty good on this, I think. But in the meantime, let's fast forward to it being later. And ta-da, we are here.
Yes?
Did the potion work?
Oh, Master Witcher. I made certain Vincent drank it, but nothing happened.
We'll find another way.
Yes?
Farewell.
Great, so I have to get the stupid leaves anyway. I'm getting awfully tired of going into the swamp, you know. I can see why it's a stopping point for a lot of people.
Yes?
I brought the parsley leaves. Weave a shirt for Vincent to lift the spell.
Thank you. I'll start immediately.
So off I go to do more quest redemptions.
What is it?
I'm here about the notice.
Right. Do you have the juices?
I do.
Splendid. Here's the gold. What is it?
You look ill, Jethro.
Haven't slept in 5 days, but I feel good as new.
You're going to crash.
Nah, it's not unlike swimming in buttermilk.
Farewell.
Do you swim in buttermilk often? Why can't I finish words today? I don't know what's going on with me.
Yes?
Did the shirt cure Vincent?
It was terrifying. The moon appeared, Vincent transformed, shredded the shirt, and ran off.
Calm down, Carmen. Maybe another method will be more effective.
Yes?
I've heard stories of true love changing beasts into men.
But we make love regularly.
Love means more than frolicking in bed.
I know Vincent doesn't love me. Sometimes when he's angry, he calls me a vile whore.
Carmen.
I know I turned tricks. But for him, I'd agreed to be like other girls. Damn it. I'd even learned how to embroider.
What does embroidering have to do with anything?
Listen, it's clear Vincent's lycanthropy isn't your biggest problem. Tell him you love him, and how you tried to cure him. If he's not a complete swine, he'll react.
He's unsure, torn between me and his work.
He needs to set his priorities straight.
Witcher, please talk to him. He's at the station.
Oh, this is gonna go great. Vincent's a huge fan of mine.
Not enough plague for this.
Greetings.
Carmen asked me to see you.
Witcher detective turns Witcher therapist.
In brief, Carmen doesn't like you being a werewolf.
What's your beef? It's not my choice.
I can lift the curse, but you must desire it. You want to be with Carmen?
Witcher...
Will you give up your superhuman strength for love?
Strength I use against evil.
Strength that will one day consume you. You still have a choice.
I'll think about it, Witcher.
Love can move mountains, but...
It must be true.
So I'm actually kind of surprised that that conversation didn't take into account Vincent's opinion of me after Chapter 2. I kind of wish that it did, even though it would mean I couldn't complete this quest.
Yes?
I saw Vincent.
Oh, Witcher, I don't know how to thank you. I'm awash in happiness. We had an honest conversation. I told him everything, how much I love him.
Finally.
He said if I cared so much, maybe this love deserves a chance. First time I ever saw him cry.
Sometimes the simplest solutions are best.
But that's not all. I haven't found hair in our bed recently. Maybe... Never mind, I don't want to jinx it. I have to believe that everything will be all right.
That's good to hear. True love can work wonders.
It's the old story of men marrying women hoping they don't change, and women marrying men hoping they do. Speaking of men and women in marriage and changing, and yeah, let's just do this.
You're so good with Alvin.
Listen, I found a magical stone at the Salamandra hideout.
Interesting. Let me see. Geralt, it's a telecommunicator. It leaves a magical trace of any transfers.
Meaning?
With a bit of luck, we can use this to find the Salamandra base.
So...
We'll talk to Luvarden about it.
That definitely seems like main quest material, but I also got a second pop-up saying I should talk to her again.
You're so good with Alvin.
Know anything more about that magic communicator I gave you?
It allows conversations over short distances. With some knowledge of magic, one can draw quite a bit of information from it. If the salamanders were using it to communicate with their base, I should be able to pinpoint its location.
Short distances. Interesting. Can you check the last communication?
The communicator sent a signal to a house in Vizima. It's marked on your map. Is there something I should know?
I have a hunch. I'll check it out.
All right, but be careful.
I'll see you later.
So there is one more side thing I can do before I barrel down the main quest line. Let's head out here and see what's what.
Hello again, Witcher.
Greetings, Radovid.
No magic mirror between us this time. I'm pleased you found my sanctuary. Triss Merigold lent a hand, am I right?
You know Triss?
Not personally, but I know Philippa Eilhart, and that's like knowing all sorceresses. I wish to speak with you, Witcher.
Who are you? And I don't mean your name.
Good question, but one with no simple answer. I was raised at the Redanian royal court. My father was murdered during the war with Nilfgaard. Ever since I lost interest in toys, I've strived to regain my heritage, find my father's murderers, and introduce order to my lands. Sadly, I'm surrounded by corrupt traitors, overly ambitious sorceresses, and frustrated chaplains of the Eternal Fire.
From what I've seen, the upper crust in Temeria is the same.
Nothing attracts sons of bitches like power.
You wanted something?
Familiar with these strange edicts in Vizima?
I've heard about them.
They bear the royal seal, but some suspect fraud.
Tell me more.
It's just as Tala said. Foltest didn't sign these. I'd recognize his signature.
You know Taller?
Certainly. I'd be a fool not to know Temeria's chief of intelligence.
So Foltest didn't declare martial law?
No. I feel I should inform him of this.
You think maybe?
Who is Philippa?
One of Redania's most prominent citizens. She has bribed, dazzled, or bullied half of Redania's elite. She also belongs to the Lodge of Sorceresses, as does your Triss.
They don't accept sorcerers?
No. Each sorceress believes she's to decide the fate of the world. Sometimes they do.
If you say so.
Don't disregard sorceresses. Beautiful, wise, helpful. At least so they present themselves. Someday, I'll put them in their place. Though in her favor, Triss once betrayed her girlfriends.
I trust Triss.
Mark my words.
Oh, I gave her a ring and everything.
What's your connection to Ada?
I had hoped to persuade her to marry the King of Redania, which would benefit both kingdoms. With Foltest's help, our king could finally rid himself of all the parasites surrounding him. In turn, Redania could support Temeria in its fight against the Scoia'tael. I need not mention the benefits of increased trade. The kingdoms united could resist the expanding powers of the knightly orders and the guilds. Additionally...
Enough. You've convinced me. But I'm not Ada.
And you, Witcher, what do you think of Foltest's daughter?
What do you want to know?
You're an expert on monsters. You broke her Strigger spell.
True.
Can she bear children?
I don't see why not.
Healthy, human children?
I believe so. One of the knowing could examine her.
Thank you. Keep this conversation confidential, and please don't meddle in Redania's dynastic intentions.
I generally don't meddle, so you have nothing to fear, Your Majesty.
When did you figure it out?
Well, there's the way you spoke of Redania, of Ada, and then there's your ring.
If ever in Redania, visit the royal court. Farewell.
Farewell, King.
Well,
Temeria is a mess.
With that done, I think all I have left is the main quest to barrel on through. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode short and save that for next time, where hopefully I won't have any more distractions. Either way, until next time, take care.